Okay, welcome everyone to this live stream. I think we should be live, and we're going to be building a marketable MCP server. It's a complete step-by-step guide. Before we can dive into this, I want to make sure that we understand this topic very deeply. So the thing about MCPs are their model context protocols. They're kind of USB-C for AI that, Anthropic, the company that create Claude produces. This lets Claude and other MCP clients call out to your custom microservices so the model can actually read repo diffs and, not just repos, but this is just one application. And the application where it's talking about is Code Butler, where it would it reads GitHub PR reviews and automation assistance for developer teams. Now, it posts PR comments, query databases, and it just helps the thing to be streamlined. More about model context protocols is this over here. It's an open source standard for connecting AI applications to external systems. MCP AI applications like Claude or ChatGPT can connect to data sources like local files, databases, tools, search engines, calculators, and workflows, specialized prompts, enabling them to access key information and perform tasks. And the thing was that think of it like a USB-C port for AI applications, just as USB-C provides a standardized way to connect electronic devices. MCP provides a standardized way to connect AI applications to external systems. Here's an MCP standardized protocol, model context protocol, and and you can see here bidirectional data flow, meaning both ways, IDEs and code editors, right? Chat interfaces. Um, we got other AI applications. We got data and file systems. We got data development tools and even productivity tools. So what can MCP enable? It enables agents can access your Google Calendar and Notion, acting as a more personalized AI assistant. Claude Code can generate an entire web app using Figma design. That is insane. And enterprise chatbots can connect to multiple databases across an organization, empowering users to analyze data using chat. And then we have AI models can create 3D designs on Blender and print them out using a 3D printer. So that's just insane. What we have here is an example what we want to try to do. So this one is called a marketable MCP server. It's going to be called Smart Document Intelligence MCP Server. Here's a prompt that I created. So over here, a powerful marketing tool that connects Claude to document processing capabilities. This has like real commercial value for businesses which deal with contracts, invoices, and reports regarding legal documentations and stuff. So I chose this, or this model chose this, is because it's real world demand. Businesses pay for document automation. And clear value proposition, it saves hours of manual work. And it's scalable, can serve multiple clients, and recurring revenue potential, you can use subscription-based pricing. Now, project setup, 10 minutes. What you do is create project structure. So here we create a document, and then over there we just go ahead. So here in my projects folder, I'm going to open it up, CMD, and then we have code and dot. So yeah, I'm going to open this up in VS Code, although I could use cursor. Um, let's see where it opened. It did open up in cursor, so I'll just keep it like that for some time being. Now over here we want to create a folder, so I would create a folder and we call this as Document Intelligence MCP. So just create a folder here and I'll just right click and paste that, press enter. Here we have a folder and then we could create some files here. So um, CD document intelligence MCP, and then you could do npm init. So we could use the command prompt here and just say cd MCP. Okay, it's not. Wait a minute. Projects, and then it should be okay. CD, and then it's called document intelligence MCP, and then over here we clear, and then we use npm init I hyphen y, and this should wrote to this particular thing a package.json file, and then within JSON it has the name, which is document intelligence MCP version, description, main index.js scripts, keywords list, author, and a license ISC. Now, what we want is installing core dependencies. I could open up this. You can see over here. There's this, thing that we wanted. Um, we'll also get ahead and install these things. I think that we have a terminal. Control and backtick. Here's the terminal opened up, and then you can just run in some of these commands like the first command is npm install model context protocol SDK. So npm install app model, and then we have context protocol slash SDK. Oh, so now we're gonna install this. It's gonna take some time, but here we have 9 packages are looking for funding. It creates this, where did oh shoot. I did it in the wrong place. Now that's a bad thing. Here I'm not supposed to do that. It just created random package.json files. I'm gonna delete those. I'm gonna make sure I'm inside of that. I'll just cross this out actually, and I'll go into this folder, which is this one. And then over here, I would prefer to open this up. You would right click here and show more options. And then it should open in terminal. You can also go here. What I even do? Okay, so what I would go is just cmd and code and dot. Now it's set to cursor all the time, so it just opens that up instead now. Um, but yeah, after that, what we want to do is once we're inside this folder, we wanted to go into the terminal and just go ahead and install the other dependencies. So what I would do is I would save some time and just copy this. It's PDF parse mammoth xlx xlsx, and then we have express.env environment, and then we have TypeScript. So let's go ahead and download all of this, paste it. So it's gonna do one at a time, I think so. Yep, and installed mammoth. Okay, okay, there's one, and then we have that. Okay, and then we have TypeScript, save dev over there. It should reflect here in the package.json file. Here we have, the things that we wanted to install. All good. And we also need to initialize the TypeScript. So npx tsc hyphen init. So go back here and then initialize that. Okay, and it created this thing called tsconfig.json. You can learn at this thing, created a new tsconfig.json. And it has some random stuff here, but yeah, it's just JSON again. So simple stuff. Compiler options, and then we have just settings, kind of. Update tsconfig.json and make sure you have this. Compiler options, and then you can set it to something like this. Now, compiler options I was seeing here. Now, over here we have the target. So let me cross this out to, how do I hide this? Close chat. Okay, I can't, I want to undock. No, no. Let's see. How do I close that? Okay, there you go. Um, so compiler options, we have target, module out there, and then you see a lot of things that we need to change. So define your MCP server tools. Why not? We know, okay, is this the whole thing? Because it kind of feels like it. Um, let's see. If I go here, and this is the top, then there's this one, and then there's some values inside, right? And then it closes up here. I think it is the whole thing. So Control L to chat and Control K to generate. So instead of chatting or anything, I'm just gonna make sure I think I have to be in insert mode, and then I'm allowed to remove stuff. It's kind of like Vim a little bit. So that's why it has different keystrokes. And now over here we have saved this. We change the TS config. And out of Control and K, you're gonna see auto and Control and C. I don't know what was the other one, but if I like now I can't remove it, right? Tab. Um, Define your MCP server tools. So create a source server.ts core tools to implement. Extract document data. Extract text tables from PDFs, Word, Excel. Um, and then we have analyze contract. Find key clauses, dates, parties, obligations. Compare documents. Identify differences between versions. Generate summary. Create executive summaries, and then extract financials. Pull numbers, dates, amounts from invoices, statements. Basic server structure. So what we want to do is we want to create a source and a server.ts file. Here, let's go back here in the, I think we have to go back here. So we'll go to this folder, and over here we're going to create a source folder. So within the document intelligence thing, document intelligence MCP project, we're going to create a folder. We're going to call that as source. And inside this folder, we're going to create a file which is going to be called server.ts. Now, the core tools to implement you mentioned here. So the basic server structure would be something similar to this. Now, what we do is, get this clipboard button and, just control V here. But right now, um, you'd see there are some errors. Okay. So over here we have implementation here, and I see that there's a lack of implementation. So that's why we gotta make sure we have all the information. Implement document processing, PDF processing, and then we have Word document processing, Excel processing, add AI-powered analysis features, 30 minutes contract analysis function, document compression, contract analysis function, document comparison, and then configure Claude desktop integration, and then this is 15 minutes. Okay, okay. Um, configure Claude desktop, Cloud config. Okay, Windows, whatever that is. Okay, and it has some build your server, npm run build. Okay, restart Cloud desktop. Okay, I don't. Test commands with Cloud. Use the document intelligence tools to extract data from this contract PDF. Analyze this invoice and extract all line items and totals. Compare version 1 PDF and version 2 of this agreement. So it kind of feels like that when you're testing the thing. Add production features, 60 minutes, error handling, logging and monitoring, rate limiting, and usage tracking. Then we have packaging for market, create professional README, include installation guides and stuff like that, pricing tiers, support contact. Add licensing, you can license it with MIT or commercial. Now create a demo video, installation process, real document process, time saved versus manual work, before after comparisons, and then monetization strategies where you have pricing tiers, 100 documents slash per month, or a basic extraction, email support, professional, enterprise, custom pricing, SLA guarantee. Distribution channels, you can use Stripe PayPal integration, GitHub Marketplace, applicable product hunt launch, LinkedIn, Twitter, content marketing, and then we have direct B2B sales to law firms, accounting firms. Now, marketing and launch, creating landing page and stuff like that, free trial, CDA, click through action, call to action, content marketing, 20 hours per week processing contracts. Um, Now launch sequence, and all that stuff is there, right? Beta with 10 users and collect testimonials, product hunt launch, paid launch with early bird pricing, and then we have bonus advanced features to add later. OCR support, scan documents, and then we have multi-language, custom templates, batch processing, um, process folders of documents. Um, and then we have cloud storage integration, connect to Google Drive, Dropbox, and webhook integration, alert when processing complete. API layer let customers integrate programmatically. Now we have key success factors. Focus on a specific niche: legal, finance, HR. Support a painful problem: manual data entry. Make setup dead simple. 5 minutes max. And then we also provide excellent documentation. Offer responsive support. Iterate based on feedback. Now, again, these are some of these things. Now, over here, what I would say is, if I could edit this, um, can you help me implement all of this on my IDE? Uh, I have the cursor IDE opened and created a folder. Um, and then we just say, okay, which folder name it is. We just give the same exact folder name. F2, and we just copy that. Uh, oh, well, so we can also say I didn't understand the meaning of, there was a thing called something, Claude something. So go here. Okay, basic server structure. So when they create implement document processing, all this stuff was there. Cloud desktop integration. Now I didn't understand that too. Okay, so I didn't understand. Well, I am very new to this programming. Okay, editing is visible will create a new conversation branch. You can switch between branches using the arrow navigation buttons. Okay, let's see. Um, so here we have, great, I'll help you guide you step by step in cursor. Let me guide you through everything, especially explaining what Claude um, integration is. I don't know why. Why is it doing something like that? First, let me explain what is MCP in the Cloud Desktop. MCP is a way to give Claude superpowers by connecting it to Tools Cloud into Tools, Cloud Desktop, the Cloud app on your computer. I don't have that, not the website. The MCP server, a program you create that adds new abilities to Cloud Desktop. Think of it like Cloud Desktop is a phone, and you're building an app, MCP server, that installs new features onto it. Now, I don't think I have Cloud Desktop, so I think I should download that. Download Cloud, let's see. Cloud on your desktop, Windows, save. Okay. Windows ARM64 and Mac OS. Here we have Cloud in your pocket. Conversations follow you. Start a thought here and finish everywhere. Cloud remembers where you left off. Okay, so cool. Go ahead and we open this up. After when it's done, do this first. In your terminal and cursor, run these commands one by one. So we did that. Now, like a recipe card for this creates a package.json, like a recipe card for a project. Now install the packages, libraries we need. I think we did all of that. We did all of that. These are like in downloading ingredients for cooking, and then we have create project structure in cursor. These are the folders and files. So we have document intelligence, we have the source. We'll create files here. Test documents, put the test PDFs later here. Package document already exists. We'll create some files here. So test documents here. Go back here into this. Um, so zoom in, and then I would say, okay, go back. Okay, and I would go here. And I'll say I'll create a folder actually, and I'll call it test documents. Now, there's that folder. Okay, yeah, and it's supposed to have. So you could go and say function of alt. I think it was alt. No. Function? I don't even see the function key for some reason. F2? Oh yeah, so that was there actually. This one. F2? There. Okay. So, right click on the folder name, source. Click new folder, test documents. Set test TypeScript configuration, create a new file, tsconfig.json at the root level, same level as package.json, and click the file and paste this. Oh, okay. And then, I think tsconfig.json had that before. Let's see, tsconfig.json. I would go here in assert mode and just mace it. I just need to essentially remove all this stuff and just put this stuff here, tsconfig.json. It's that update package.json. Open the package.json file and replace everything with this. Let's go ahead and copy that. Go to package.json, package.json here, insert. And I'm trying to like get everything. Control A, it doesn't work. So how do you like delete everything? Package.json. Okay. And then paste this one. Looks good. Create the MCP server for intelligent document processing. And then we have all this stuff here. Node dist, TS node. Build, start, and dev. Remember these scripts and then the bin thing. Uh, this is the heart of your MCP server. Create a new file, index, in the source. Okay. And most probably it has most of the code. So, and it kind of feels like TypeScript code. So I'll just go and copy this. And I'm going here into the source. And yeah, so source, and then we have an index.ts. So index.ts. Paste that. I don't know why it does that. Control V. So this is something I need to get used to. Like, why does it do that? When I start typing and then it works, but like PDF parse is not there. Um, so like for instance, if those things don't exist, you might need to just do this again. So I'll just copy that. Go ahead into a terminal, control and backtick, and then just paste that command. Um, this one. Whatever it has, it would say already satisfied. But whatever it doesn't have, it would start getting it. I don't know why it has that. npm install all that. Let's go back here. Um, we have the index.ts file. This is the heart of your MCP server. All of that. Create the MCP server, new server. Um, okay. Document processing functions and all that stuff is here. Um, create a helper script. Create scripts. Make executable.js. First create the scripts folder and then create this file. So go to the scripts folder. So yeah, scripts folder, and then within the scripts folder, we create a make executable. Executable. Okay, and then we just copy this stuff. Import chmod from fs promises, and then we have Wow, this is pretty neat. Um, File URL to path and all that stuff. Uh, First create the scripts folder and then create this file. I see that there's some error handling going on. And then we have the terminal run. Bill, you should see a new dist folder created with the index. You should see a new dist folder created with the index.js inside. It won't work because I already see some issue. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cross this because I didn't need index.ts and index. What was it? It was index.ts. So server.ts is not something that we need, right? Um, Index.ts is something that we need. So we can go ahead. There should be a delete option. No, I don't even see that too. Server.ts, index.ts is there. Move to cyclepin. Go into the terminal and I'm gonna run npm run dev. See what happens. Okay, we got this error. Let's see. If I run this, okay, I'm getting this. Understanding Claude for desktop integration. This is the key. This is the key part you asked about. What we're doing, we need to tell Claude Desktop, hey, I need a new tool for you. Please use it. You need to tell them, hey, I made a new tool. Okay. Where Cloud Desktop on Mac, when Cloud Desktop lives in applications, config file. Okay. On Windows, it's in the app data. Cloud Desktop config.json. Config file is that's usually, okay. So go ahead and open that up. Now, I think it was installed here. So go, I think I have to like have it installed on my system before it could actually work with this file path structure. So yeah, the fastest way to talk with Claude, Claude for Windows. I'm gonna log in with my Google account, okay, and I'm gonna just say continue, and then hopefully it could open up Claude here. Yeah, so now here you can see use quick entry to send messages and screenshots of Claude from any app. Uh, Quick entry settings, Alt and space. Try quick entry, skip right now, Alt and space. Okay, anyways, this is the thing right here. So it's saying go to your config file. So let's go to C file. Here we have users, should have a users folder. Now inside the users, there's your name, whatever that is, and I think so. I'm gonna be in the G. I feel like that. Okay, so now after that we have, I see cursor here. So um, your app data. So we'll go there. Should be on the top somewhere. There's app data. Okay. Now here we want to go to roaming. And then from roaming, we want to go to Claude. Okay. Now, I think config.config something. Config.json. There you go. So let's configure it. Find your project's full path in cursor terminal type pwd. And whatever your path is, open Cloud Desktop's config file. So like I say pwd. It's not going to give it because um, it's not the path file, but if I do it somewhere like here, it would still not work. Oh, it did work for PowerShell. So I just copy this, Control C, Just say okay, right. And that just copies in my clipboard if I just do a right click. Now here I have to go to the um, into that open Cloud Desktop config file. Okay. And I think this one is it because the other ones don't really look like that. I could just open that up with some Notepad or Visual Studio. And here we have, okay, I'm trusting this stuff. Okay, so now I don't know why it looks more cleaner for me, VS Code. But here what we have is um, replace your full path file with the desktop config.json. Okay, and I don't know, it just says that. I don't see anything else. Like if I open this up in, VS Code, I really want that shortcut. I like that shortcut. So if I go like open folder and I just say I want to open up, yeah, so that I would just want to open up this folder and I'd say yes, I trust. And I just wanted this config.json file. So you can see over here. And I think it has to go to MCP servers here. So I don't know if I'm doing it correctly because it seems to be wrong. MCP server. Okay, of course. Copy all of that and scale and all that. Your path to that index.js file distribution. I think it was this one. Now the problem with this is that why are we getting this? Because of the forward slashes, what Windows does. Replace them with backslashes. I mean, sorry, with forward slashes like this. Those are backslashes. And then when we have all of that set, go ahead here, test it. Restart Cloud Desktop completely required and quit and reopen. Create a test PDF. Put your PDF in your test documents folder in Cloud Desktop. Try this. Then you should see extract document analyze contract. Okay. I feel like it shouldn't work right now because we have some issues, right? Yeah. So you can see over here it did open it up, but yeah, can you list? I don't even have anything. Test PDF. Put any PDF in your test. Okay. Just go. Let's say. Oops. Now I'll go back here. Okay, so let's go back here and just say sample PDF to download. Sample PDF download. So I'll just say download sample PDF. I don't know, we shouldn't be doing this, but what can we do? What is this stuff? It's a sample PDF, right? Yeah, now the thing is, like, if it's just sample, it's gonna have all garbage text, nonsense text, right? It doesn't make sense. It's just lorem ipsum. So I want to get some kind of, you know, some information colon PDF, file type colon PDF. Let's see if this works. This is a this is where you can get mostly just PDFs from a Google search, so you can see all these PDFs. So let's see with the first one, legal security. I don't know. Okay, MC, Udemy has one. Okay, Udemy introduces a new MCP server to bring AI-powered learning directly into the flow of work. So let's go here and just download it. Okay, I would go ahead and cut this. And I'll go to the um, test documents and I'll paste it here. One thing for sure is that when we test it, if I do this, you should see test extraction. Use the extract tools available. Now it won't do any of that because it has an issue. Can you list the tools available to you? Okay, it says I have the following. Artifacts creates and updates self-contained pieces of content like code, documents, diagrams, and React components that can be referenced and modified throughout the conversation. Web search searches the web for current information, recent events, or topics that may have changed since my knowledge cut off January 2025. And web fetches and reads the contexts of specific web pages and give and extract URLs from search engines provided by you. These tools help me create interactive content, stay current on recent events, and access specific online resources to better assist you. Okay, I feel like it didn't work out for some reason. What troubleshooting tool not found? Did you restart Cloud Desktop? Check the path and config. Is it correct? Make sure the dist index.js file exists. Now, dist, go back here. So it's index.ts. Why was it JS there? Let's see. Yeah, index.ts, it told me. So that means it's supposed to be index.ts, right? Dist folder. If I go back here, dist folder. What should dist? There's not even a dist folder at all. Um, Let me go ahead and update that to something. So ts js. Go back here into the server, and that's ts. Just leave it like that. I tried to do it, but when I did npm run dev, I got this problem. So I'll say, go back here, and I'll say over here, and I'll say getting this issue when running npm run dev. Okay, and then just paste that in. Common issue with TypeScript and ES modules. Let's fix it quickly. Okay, it did reflect some of it, so it's writing it. Update package.json. Change the type module line and okay, it's fixing this stuff. It's fixing that, and then it's gonna do some of those updates. But let's see what it does after some time. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep checking it out. So yeah, so we're just gonna keep doing that just to see we get the thing updated or not. That's the goal. So back here. Okay, back here. It was a common issue with TypeScript and ES modules. Let's fix it. So update your configuration. The package.json, change the type module line and update scripts. Replace the entire package.json uh, with this. So essentially all of this. Go back to package.json. For some reason, I like it, but I just want to have it in VS Code. So I'll just open up a new instance of VS Code. And I'll just select folder. Now, so here we have package.json, right? Package.json should be updated with this one. Okay. And then we have what else is there? I'll put this on the right. We don't need this. Okay. So we actually need create a tsconfig.json with better settings. Replace your entire tsconfig.json with this one. I'm just gonna, okay. Oh, why is there so much random stuff here? Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I only have this. Okay, this should be better. Install additional dependencies, run this in your terminal. So npm install hyphen save, types pdf parse. After that, try building instead. Since npm run dev has issues with ES modules, let's build. So npm run build. All right, so let's go back here. npm run build. Okay, I'm getting this issue now. Then run npm start. Document. Okay. Should see this on studio. This means it's working. Control C. Simpler setup. If it above doesn't work, if you're still having issues, let's switch to CommonJS, which is simpler. Uh, CommonJS. Copy that. What's that? Package.json. Update tsconfig for CommonJS. I just randomly add some random text on the top. Okay. Source index.ts. Source index.ts. Copy that. And then go here. Okay, I for some reason I'm experiencing some errors here in the args. Yeah, the args have some issues. Four different args. I spotted three, and this is a PDF issue. Okay, I'll try this. npm run build. Uh, okay, I'm still getting this. See the disk folder populated with JavaScript files. Then configure. Okay, so yeah, I mean, let's see. Um, yeah, so we have P for building MCP. We need to pay for building. Um, so what is this? I mean, I can show you a way we can do an alternative, or, for free or something. So that's the goal here. So that's why um, trying to get a free setup started. Then we can upgrade from there. So yeah, that's the that's the idea behind it. Now I'm getting this issue, right? So let's see what happens. Okay, easy fix. Let's update the code. Okay, so I was having those parameter issues. Now, after when this parameter issues are fixed, we'll try to run npm run build again, and then see if the thing interacts properly or not. Perfect. Now copy the updated code from the artifact above and replace the. Okay, wrong. Okay, so this is artifact above, and replace your source index.ts. Okay, so it's essentially this updated version. Oops. Go back here. This should be the updated artifact. Copying this part here, and we're just going all the way down. And then let's just see if the error still exists or not. So delete that and paste this. Okay, I feel like the errors don't exist anymore. Start the server. Here we have an async function. New studio server, transport, transcript. This is like a object, instance, connect, document intelligent MCP server running on studio. It should populate that um, when we run npm run build. Okay, so after building, there's the dist folder and then the index.js file. I think that's what the goal was, and it did create something. It did create something. After that, wrong import for PDF parts needed default import, wrong import for PFS promises needed named imports, missing null checks for args, all fixed. Let me know if the build succeeds now. The build succeeds, but what do we do next after that? Uh, after that, okay. If that works, you'll see the dist folder popular with JavaScript files. Then configure Cloud Desktop and test it. Okay, so let's configuring Cloud Desktop. Edit the files in Windows. Okay, so remember again, we have to go to Cloud and then we have to go to this. Add this configuration. I tried to do that. Okay, let's go here. So Cloud Desktop config.json. I can create another folder here. I messed I messed up the config.json. But what I can do is I can go here. I'm I don't like that. I don't like the cursor right now. It's But here I just open up the folder and just create a new one, and that new one would be called Claude desktop config. Claude desktop config.json. Okay, just copy this thing and just paste it here. MCP servers, and then we have double slashes here, double backslashes. I guess that's the goal we had to do. I made a mistake here, not like that, but like the other one. I don't know if we can like reverse back. I can't, but it's okay. We have this MCP servers, document intelligence, and dot command node. Okay, note use double backslash in Windows paths. Now npm run build. Um, Restart Cloud Desktop, completely quit and reopen, and Cloud Desktop list available tools. So I'm going ahead and crossing this out. Test it, use extract document to read. Okay, test it. Use extract document to read. Okay, let me know if you, okay, so we're gonna open up Claude again. I don't know why it shows like that. Okay, Claude. It opens up an old one too, old instance. It's just one, right? So I'm gonna say here list the available tools. available tools. Okay, it has artifacts. Use extract document to read. Does it have extract document? I don't see that. Um, this is what I see in Claude code. So let's see what happens here. But it's not seeing your MCP server yet. Let's fix this step by step. Debugging steps. Verify your build worked. In your terminal, check if the dist folder exists. There dist, yeah, you should see index.js listed if not run. You know, I saw it. That's why I'm saying um, this index.js did appear. See, uh, all that, and it's a pretty nice JS file. So you should see the index.js listed. If not, run npm run build. Find Claude desktop config file. Open the config file in Windows shell, and then environment, app data, Claude, and then I don't know why. And then how does this even work? Like, does that actually work? It actually did. So environment, app data, Claude, uh, and then I just open up the same file, and you can see over here. That's pretty nice. So then we have the or manually navigated to. So you know, if you just ran this command, it opened it up. So that's add update the configuration onto the contents that were in the file. And then I can match the contents because the contents did match. If we go to this notepad, you could see the same stuff is here. Make sure you know, double slash verify the path is correct. It should be this path because the projects, document intelligence, MCP, index.js, it does exist there. You should see, I don't know where, Control C to stop. It's critical. Right click, quick exit, don't just close the window. Wait 5 seconds, reopen. Check for errors. Is the available tools? If you don't see document intelligence tools, let's check the logs. Um, Windows logs location. Um, Cloud Desktop creates logs that show you if your MCP server failed to start. Windows logs and location. App data, Cloud logs, and PowerShell. Dir. Let's go here, PowerShell. I like that tool. Okay, so we're in the Cloud logs. See over here. Um, PowerShell. So we had a main.log that was created in 947. I think that this is something. Look at open the most recent log and look at for errors related to document intelligence or MCP. So to open it up, I think you could do a cat. I don't know if this is gonna work because it's not a Linux environment, but let's see. Oh, it did work. So this is the log file. Invalid URL I'm getting. Okay. Okay. Common issues, wrong path. Make sure the path exactly matches in the terminal. Yeah. Node.js 9 path. Try using full path to Node.js in the config. Okay. That could be an issue. So I don't know, but C program files, Node.js. And then we have node.exe, right? So that I think that's also there, but um, MCP servers, um, formatter. I'm not gonna. Okay, go through these. Okay, okay. So this is the Claude. This is the logs file, most recent one. I changed the original. What was the original file before? For this one was config.json. Config.json. Earlier. Uh, can you tell me what it should actually exist with? So let's just keep checking this out. This means Claude desktop might not be reading the config file at all. Let me help you finding the correct config file. There are two possible locations for the config file on the Windows. Okay, let's check both locations. The other one it's talking about is this one. Get children, just all config file paths. So let's go here. False. It gave me a false. Um, what about this one? True. The other one didn't exist, but the first one exists, and that's in the Claude desktop config. I created this Claude desktop config. That's why it's over there. Um, okay, all config files. So let's copy this, copying this, and see over here, config.json and Windows. I don't know which one you're talking about, but this is what I'm seeing. Update the config file. Let's create it in the correct location. Run this in the PowerShell. Okay. Verify the config. Check if the file was created. So you can just cat the command it. No, we're not gonna create it twice, but we're now just gonna view it, right? So yeah, I see this over here. It looks proper. I think the file path should be with two forward slashes. That's the only thing you should see. Before restarting Claude, let's make sure your server works. So let's go ahead and copy this and let's run this in. Okay, so over here we have this issue. ERR require ESM. It created that dist, but it says document. When I did um, so I see over here we missed one index.js file. So I think we should have that like when I enter it. Let's see. MCP SDK is an ES module, but we're trying to use it with the common JS. Let's fix this with switching back to ES modules properly. So package.json and the TS config and the index. So it's fixed. Issues that the MCP SDK is an ES module, but we're trying to use it with Common.js. Let's fix that by switching back to ES modules. So let's see what we can do about that. Um, Package.json. Let's go here. Package.json, copy that. And then we have tsconfig, tsconfig, and then we also have the index.ts file. Index.ts file. And great, I see one error now over here. I'm going to build it again, and it's going to cause this issue again. Um, so yeah, let's see what happens after this. I'll check that out. So I see the issue, the variable name didn't get updated everywhere. Let me fix that. Let me check the actual code part of the error is on line 30, which means that we all provide you with the complete. Okay, let's see what happens here. Just copying this part. Index.ts file. Okay. npm run build. It should be updated. When was it updated? Now, does it give me the description? This should work now. The issue was that the PDF parse wasn't being used consistently. Now it's imported as PDF parse. What's the difference? And used as PDF parse function throughout. Okay. So remember in PowerShell, I think you had to run it. So let's clear that. Node. Okay. How about we run that in here? In a newer terminal. I go to CD and dist. Now I do node index.js. Getting this issue, bro. What is this issue? When it creates the index.js file within the dist folder, but when I run, it creates the index.js file in the dist folder successfully, but when I run index npm or node index.js, I get the following. So the build works. That error is actually from the PDF parse library trying to load a test file at import time, which is weird behavior from that library. This won't be a problem when Claude Desktop runs it because it communicates via standard in, standard out, and won't trigger that test file loading. Let's verify your setup is complete. Final verification steps. Check your config file exists. And I did this multiple times. I made sure that config file exists. So you can see over here, like if I clear this and I run, you can see over here the config does exist. Um, okay. If the file doesn't exist or looks different, create it with this command. Okay, UTF-8. Completely restart this. Okay, close all Cloud windows, open Task Manager, Control Shift Escape. Okay, so go over here. You can see over here. Cross that out and Control Shift and Escape. Um, if you see that any kind of instance, just end task. Okay. So I don't see it anymore. Wait 5 seconds. Launch Cloud Desktop again. Test in Cloud Desktop. Okay. So now go ahead and since we did, open up Claude. I had an issue before. Okay, now could not load apps. There was an error reading parsing Claude. Okay, unexpected token is not valid JSON. Okay, what was the default? What was the default config? Uh, okay, I know it's not gonna show. Should show. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Artifacts. Okay, web searches, web fetch. That's it. We don't have extract document, new tool, analyze contract, no list directory. We don't have. See, this is okay. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Go back here into the notepad. I'm gonna cross this out, and I'm gonna do the same. But you can see over here. I'm gonna do this, but one last thing. PDF. Okay. Once Cloud uses the tools, try this. Create a test PDF. Put the PDF somewhere like uh, iCloud and use the list directory tool to show me files. Then extract a document. Cloud will see 6 tools. Uh, we'll see 6 tools total. Okay. Let's try to do it one more time. The PDF parse error you saw is normal for that library and won't affect Cloud Desktop's usage. Uh, okay, so let me go ahead and go to, yeah. task manager, and yeah, delete these executables. Go up here. Shouldn't see any kind of instance. Okay, I think we're all good. No orange. I do see it over here. Why is it appearing everywhere? Okay, so I'll just say, okay, so I get that I get that I get this error. Also, for the config.js JSON, I have so keep going here. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so let's go ahead and so I'm going here. I'm just gonna bring that here. And for the what's it called? Claude desktop config.json. Claude desktop config.json. It's it's this. Okay. And then we have the content here. Uh, so let's see what happens here. There are the two config files that has one invalid JSON. Let me. So okay, it should be like this. So go back here in the first one. It's in the VS Code actually. Yeah. So this one should be like that. I don't know where the square bracket. Okay. Um, the issue is where you have forward slashes. Instead of there's a scale zero that shouldn't be there. Replace it. Okay. This config.json too? Weird. So go ahead and um, you can see over here. Like if I copy this, um, it should it should say true, and the other one test path that should say true as well. It should have identical context. Okay. No scale zero, proper closing brackets. Restart Claude. Again, let's restart it. I don't see it here. Just checking the task manager if the Claude exists. We're gonna kill the instance, and then we're gonna restart and run it again. Okay, I see that. End task. There you go. Okay. It just jumps up, but it's gone. Should be gone. So let's go ahead. Let's check it. Okay, I still got that message. It's not a good sign. Um, we're still I manually edit the files, open the files. Okay, so let's see. I don't know what we keep saying. List all your tools or something. Well, there was a thing that we keep talking about. Use the extra. Okay. What tools do you have available? It's still gonna give. So, you can try one more time. This time, let's just manually exit. Go to these two files. Get this one. Okay. Go to this one. Delete. This one. Delete. Save. Save. I don't know why it has a token issue all the time. And then constantly giving you have available. Yeah, it doesn't have any of that right now. It still gives me this issue when I start up. Oh, okay. PowerShell. Format hex. See more deeply, let's view it. Yeah, I mean, in JSON, we got the raw format hex of it. Like, what is the issue? Like, it seems to be correct. Okay, so let's go ahead. Go to PowerShell. Verifying if it was created successfully. You know, no extra characters. File causing issues. Okay. If there's a file which is this one, then just if it exists, then delete it. Okay. This app should only use this one, not this one. So when we see this, what do we see? When we press cat environment, we see this one, right? And index.js should exist over here. This folder, document, whatever. Project, documents, GNG, users, C. Okay. Um, .json files in the. Okay. Does the error still appear after loading and recreating the file? Let's see. Go ahead and cross this out. Go ahead and cross this out. You can see over here now. Why is config still there? It should have been deleted. And when was this created? 1016 updated. Yeah, that's perfect. So now go ahead and what is this? Okay, these are a lot of instances and all of them. MCP document server disconnected for troubleshooting guidance. Please visit. Okay. Okay, we got something over here. Uh, 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 okay, I mean it's a better sign now. Um, do you have available? So let's see. It would still say the same three ones: web search, web fetch, web artifacts. Okay, but it gave us that thing. So when I did all, it gave me the error. Okay, so I'm gonna close it. Um, uh, this is the error up here. End task. Yeah, we get this. Uh, okay, now I don't get the earlier error, but now get the following when I open Claude Desktop. Okay, so one other thing to note here, developer, see Sonnet, open logs folder. And I think it should be created, like every time you get an error, it would create a log for it. Main.log has the most recent updates. So I'm just verifying it, making sure it would work. Over here, okay, the sellable product is, if you go in the beginning of the video, it's AI augmented or AI powered document document thing. So it's on the top. If I go all the way to the top of it, all the way to the top. Okay, it's a smart document. This thing. So I'm gonna go and document intelligence MCP server. Okay. Hope that answers your question. Let's go ahead and fix this up. Okay, so see what it would give. For some reason, I feel like when I was trying to run it locally as well, it had issues. Right, it was this issue that it was giving me when I was running this command. No end open path some anonymous issue. No such file or directory open this test. Why is it asking test data 05 version space.pdf? I don't even have that. So how is that gonna work? Shouldn't work, right? The JSON is now valid, but the server is disconnected. This is likely the PDF parse library issue we saw earlier. Let's fix it by installing a different PDF library. So uninstall that one and install this one. So I'm going here. I'm gonna paste that, uninstall the PDF parse, and install this PDF.js dist, and it has some severity. Update the source file of index.ts. Um, going ahead and just copy that index.ts. Go ahead and replace it with this. We're gonna run an npm run to build, and it gives a bad parse hash. Gives a parse issue again. Got this now. So, you need to replace the entire file with open index.ts. Delete everything in that file. Copy the entire code. Bro, I did that. What's wrong with you? Let's see. I think it's all that. Yeah, that should be all of it. So, oh no. Leave the index.js, whatever it is. It was the index.ts. Man. Okay. Um, go ahead and see now. I mean, I tried to run it in task. I feel like, what do I say? Yep. Uh, Warning, not valid JSON. So yeah, it's giving me more issues. So let me say, if I run the generator index.ts file, a JS file and get this. So let's see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna edit. Sometimes it stops with the internet. I have to edit and then save, and then it would run. It's designed for browsers that needs DOM APIs. Let's use Node.js friendly PDF library instead. Why can't you just do that in the beginning? It's using the other one. I mean, it has an issue too now. P2 PDF to JSON hyphen save hyphen dev. Don't exist for PDF. Skip the command and proceed. How is it gonna work if it already says it's not gonna work? Let's see. Um, so I'm gonna go here, index.ts, um, build, index.js, document intelligence MCP server running on Studio finally, and then hopefully if I go to Shift Escape, and I would have to delete this thing, which is a Claude thing, end task, and then hopefully I can go here. Okay. And I think is it here? It should be. Yeah, so I would go to the Claude, and now if I say what tools do you have available, and it should give me web tools, artifacts, document intelligence tools. So congratulations, you got it working. Extract text and data from PDF, Word, DocX, and XLX. The files analyze contracts and legal documents in a structured format. List files and directories to help find documents. Web tools, search for web for current information you already have. Artifacts, create and update self-contained content like code, documents, visualizations, React components, HTML pages, diagrams, and more. Build interactive applications and tools. Generated structured content like reports, representations, creative writing. So we got this. Okay. Uh, so yeah, the MCP server is working now, which is amazing. We got it to work. What next? So MCP server is working. Congratulations. Now let's test it, improve it, and prepare for sale. So test your tools. Next 5 minutes, list directory. Um, use the list directory tool to show all files in. Okay. So let's see if it shows me. Use the list directory tool to show all the files in the C documents. Let's see what it does. Okay, it's going to my local file system, and it's gonna supposed to show me whatever files and folders are in the documents folder. Okay, it says allow once. I'm gonna press enter. I see your documents folder contains a variety of files and directories. Here's what's in there. So resume and career documents. Um, several cover letters, and that's exactly there. January through August. Business card printout. Then we have project folders, and coding cleverly. People power gigs and freelancer stuff. So personal documents. So we got study materials, others. So it kind of read everything. Now extract a PDF. Find or create a test PDF, any PDF file. Ask Claude. Use extract document to read the file at. Okay, and then your document should be there. So I could have mostly anything. So why not I create the file PDF which was here in the downloads. So oh yeah, I was able to put that into the test documents here. So use extract underscore document to read the file at, and then you could just say, okay, this one, and then your file, whatever it is. So my file would be this thing. So I got this PDF from Udemy, so I just want to see if it actually working for just testing purposes. Slash or backslash. Analyze a contract if okay, so allow once. Okay, it got some issue here, but great. I've successfully extracted the content from the PDF. Here a summary of the document contains. Okay, it contains Udemy's MCP server announcement. It told the date, what it is, main features. It's a Udemy launching a model context protocol server that integrates with AI tools like Claude and ChatGPT, allowing employees to access learning content without leaving their current working current work environment. So notable code from CEO, and then Hugo. The Udemy MCP server helps bridge the gap by bringing the right learning to the right person at the right time directly inside the platforms they're already using. So analyze a contract if you have a contract or agreement. You can use that to analyze it. And extract Excel data if you have an Excel file. I don't know if I have a sample Excel file, but this would work 100%. Um, sample Excel file for practice. See what's here, project name. See, got some random file. Okay. Now, of course, I don't have the Excel file, so I could just go ahead and say to this MCP server, read or extract data from whatever this thing is. Um, C users GNG downloads, and then whatever that Excel file is. So that should be named as copy and just paste it right here. Okay, I think no, no, no. Um, try providing full path. Yeah, I was trying to provide the full path. Yeah, extract data from this one. So I was trying to provide this. Why does it always enter that? Yeah. So now over here it's in extracting the data. I counted an error while extracting the data. It seems like there's a technical issue with the Excel extraction. So I might the Excel file might be corrupted, the one that we downloaded. But again, this is a summary where you know this is a summary where we kind of got something from scratch all the way to its final production built, which is pretty amazing. And we vibe coded through it, and I would use GitHub to just create a repo for this so that we have you know a repository to look after, and I can just go ahead and what's it called? Okay, just delete that. Copy this, paste it here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go here to the projects and initialize the repo, and I'm gonna add all of the stuff. Git commit -m first commit, git branch -m main, git remote add origin, and then we have the URL, and then the last thing is push -u origin main. Um, should push everything. It could stop based off the maybe the what's it called? If it's too much, sometimes it could be a lot of content, and then it wouldn't refuse it, and it would say use another way. But I think it pushed everything. Now, one thing that I want is create a README. I wish there was an option here where AI can just generate a README for it. But let's see if I can have Cursor do that for me. So let's go to Cursor. Honestly, I can do that with VS Code as well. So if you go to VS Code, it depends on Copilot. So here, open chat, create a README for this. Need need to need to have it on GitHub. Okay. So let's see if this actually works. I don't know why I randomly enabled GPT-5 Mini for all clients. Okay, now you see that I'm using some other account. I could I could remove that account because this one is not linked with what is on my computer. But here, uh, it's going to read. I'll read the project package.json and index.ts to extract accurate install and usage instructions. Then create a GitHub ready readme.md tailored to the repo expected outcome readme with project summary, install, run steps, examples, and push instructions. I'll open all this. I'm reading through the package.json. I'm reading through the index.ts, and I'm going to create a README over here, and you're going to see it existing. You're going to README that documents, install, build, run steps, supported tools, examples, and push instruction outcome readme.md. Add it to the repo root. I'll apply the patch now. So it's a little slow, honestly, because I've seen faster ones. Maybe because I have the free version, it's a little slower. But if you have the actual GitHub Copilot, it's not that slow. It should just automatically do it really quickly, just like how Claude was doing it. Um, but yeah, so now once it's there, uh, I don't still see it, but it's saying applying the README file now. Adds a GitHub ready README file and install build run tools, example, and push instructions. Uh, Start voice chat. Then we have MCP servers have been updated and may have new tools available. Document intelligence. Okay. Pylance MCP server. Now, document intelligence was the one that we created. Now, this is some other options. Configure tools. And then over here, you can pick any model. So GPT-5 Mini, you can change it to GPT-5 4.1. You can even try Claude Sonnet 3.5, 4.40, GPT-4o, or even o3 Mini. So, it has a group of a lot of ones. Expected outcome readme. If it just keep wasting time, I might just have to change it to some other because it shouldn't take that long. Okay, there it is. Uh, now, okay. So I'm gonna keep it. See over here. And what we're gonna do is just gonna push it. So whether to push the button. Okay. It could do this. It could call me and say, okay, you want to push it, but I'll just go ahead and just say, okay, git add, git commit, um, second commit, and then we have git push. That's it. Should run. I think it did. So let's go. See. All right. So that's the entire README, and this is our GitHub repo. I can leave this here. And thank you for watching this, and stay tuned for the next live stream.